Hi there, we have made it to tiny painting number 8 of 52 in 2026. You can see we're doing cotton candy today. I just played with different colors of the cotton candy, different backgrounds, and different little sticks to hold them. You know what I mean? And just have fun with this. There's lots of different ways we can do this. I'm going to keep mine very simple for today, but by all means, play and have fun with this. And yeah, let's just get right into it. This is going to be a quick one today, and I hope you have fun with it. To start off with here, I just have clean water on my brush, and I'm painting an oval. And I'm just doing an oval to start off with to give us a basic shape. It's going to be a little bit bigger than my actual cotton candy. I've decided to add a little bit of color just so you can see what I'm doing. You can do either when you're painting because it's just easier to see on camera if there's at least a little tint of color in there. All right, so you can see the basic shape here. I'm not trying to be super precise with it or anything because I don't really want my final shape to be a perfect oval. And so I'm just kind of, you can see, making it bigger as I go, shaping it as I go. And as far as how much water you want, you just kind of want it to glisten. You don't want any water running or puddling. If you do happen to get too much water on there, just tap your brush or wipe your brush on your paper towel or your towel, and then tap it right back into the painting. And it acts like a little sponge and will get any of that excess water out of there. I'm actually inserting a video within my video here because I want to show you how to achieve like a pastel color. I am using rose red from my Meliang set, and just as much as you want, you're going to just play with the ratio of colors and water and all of that. And so I'm using rose red, and then I'm going to combine that with just white watercolor. So yes, you're going to hear lots of people say, don't use white, don't use black, but I'm here to say, if you'd like to use white and black, you are more than welcome to do that. So here's my Meliang set. It is quite a mess right now, but I'm using my rose red and my white just to show you here. And again, you'll just play with however much white and rose red you want. And I'm going to clean my brush off here after I'm done adding my white here. And with my clean brush, I'm going to take my rose red and just start adding it to the white paint. And see, isn't that nice? That's kind of like, I would call that bubblegum pink. Maybe that's the color you want your cotton candy. So then you would just leave it like that. You want to add it, make it a little bit darker. You get the idea. Just play with these colors, play with water, because if you add water to that light pink, it's going to make it even lighter, but it gives us that nice pastel look. Okay, and you'll want to make sure that you have mixed your colors well before you lay down that first oval of just clean water. I inserted that mixing video after my whole painting was done. All right, starting in the center, I'm just tapping, 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 and then you can see I'm just going all around our shape here and just getting it to the shape that I want it to be. And you've seen people, what do you call it? Spin cotton candy? I don't know the terminology, but they are all sorts of different shapes. Some of them just come in a bag. I decided I want to make mine a lot bigger. And so I'm just adding some here at the bottom. And we're just going to be playing here. And I'm going to be doing quite a few layers. You might be done with this one layer and say, that's exactly how I want my cotton candy to look, and you can stop. But I just keep playing. And now I've just got clean water on my brush, and I'm starting away from the cotton candy, and I'm moving toward it. So do you see how that is doing that? So then it's going to kind of give it that fluffy feel if you think that your edges are like a little too rigid or whatnot. This is completely an unnecessary step. I'm just showing you if you start getting like too many hard lines around the edge, that's one way to remedy that. You're going to see at the end with mine, that was not necessary because I do something else at the end. Now just adding some more color, which is adding texture, as you can see. And again, you can play with this as much or as little as you would like. And I am still working wet on wet. You can do this whole painting wet on wet if you would like. Because as you can see, like this would be just fine for cotton candy. It would be great if you just left it like that. But I'm going to just not leave it like that. See, I'm just tweaking, adding a little bit more around the edges. And I am going to play with some wet on dry here in a little bit as well. So I'm letting this dry now, and we'll come back and add some more. And I used my heat tool. This is completely dry. Now, you can leave this. You sure can. You could add your stick at this point and be done 5 minutes in, right? But not me. We're going to add some more of our pink and white mixture. And you can see right now I'm just adding some pretty rigid lines. I don't know how else to say it. And then I'm going to, just with my wet brush, I'm doing some circular motions, some tapping motions, just blending them in so that we have some darker areas and some lighter areas for our texture and add to the fluffiness of it. And I think I just said my wet brush. It's really just damp. There's not a lot of water on here. If you have too much water on there, it's going to leave a bunch of blooms, and that might not be what you're going for. So just kind of play with this. I didn't really like that super light spot, so I'm just going to bring some of that color up in there and blend it a little bit better. Again, we could be done right here, but why? Let's just keep going and drag this out, shall we? I really don't mean to drag these things out. And that's why I like to show you, like at the 5 minute mark, you could have been done. So you don't have to just keep going because I do. This is just kind of how my brain works. I'm doing much of the same thing. I'm adding some more of our pink and white mixture, and I'm just going to go in circular motion. So I'm going to speed you through this part. It's the same thing we just did. I'm just doing more layers, just adding darker lines and blending them out in a circular motion. And now that is dry, and I'm coming in and doing a similar thing, except now I've got just rose red on my brush. No white mixed in, so we have a little bit of darker value, and I'm going to blend these out as well. So I will speed you through that and move on to our next step. And once I've got these blended, I'm going to completely dry this as well before we move on to our stick. And I have decided I like the white paper stick better than kind of like just the wooden stick that some people use. This is much like our little lollipop stick we did. I'm using Payne's Gray, just drawing a little triangular or cone shape. And with the Payne's Gray still wet, the very light first layer, I'm using a little bit of darker Payne's Gray on that left side and letting it kind of move over and helping it move over to the right side as well. I think she's looking pretty cute. I had lots of cotton candy back in the day at the little county fairs we used to go to. Oh my goodness. Had my fair share, that is for sure. Okay, there it is. Now, we are going to let this completely dry, and then I'm going to do a background. You don't have to do a background. I think it looks really cute, just as it is. But I've let everything dry, and I really liked the purple background on one of my practice pieces, so that is what I'm going to do. And since I am simply painting in the background here, you are going to get sped up through this. If for whatever reason you'd like to watch it slower, you can slow me down. If I'm ever going too slow, you can speed me up. And just make your background as light or dark as you would like. Or add splatter or stripes. You saw some of the things I practice with, so just have fun with this. And now I've let this completely dry, and I'm going to come in with some pen details. And you might be scared about this because it's cotton candy, but I have got a 005 micron black pen. I'm going to very just thinly, I guess, outline my little cone-shaped stick. I don't know what to call it. Either way, just going up both sides, and I've decided I'm going to come down on the left side a little bit darker, so just one more line down that way. Keeping the supplies simple, coming in with my size 10 Jelly Roll white gel pen like I almost always do. And I am going to start by outlining the entire cotton candy. So speed you through this because I'm literally just outlining for right now. As always, this is optional. I've decided too that after I outline this, I'm going to just come in on top of each of the dark marks and see how just these little darker spots. And I'm just going to kind of very loosely go over the top part of that, just to kind of add, I'm going to say highlight, but really are there highlights in cotton candy? Probably not. But there's highlights in my painting, you know? So I'm just doing that. You don't have to do every single shape. You can if you want, and you can just kind of see roughly what I'm doing here. Well, hopefully you can see precisely what I'm doing, but I'm doing it roughly is what I mean. So just scribble those in there if adding pen details is your thing. You know by now, it is my thing. All right, I like how that looks, except I'm noticing something that really doesn't matter, but down here the purple is not really going right up against our little paper cone shape. And so I'm just adding a little bit of purple to that. And that makes me feel better. All right, I'm going to come back in with my size 005 micron. And you're probably like, girl, that is a black pen. This is pink cotton candy. Don't do that. But it doesn't look right to me to have the bottom of the cotton candy outlined in white because I just think it's going to be in shadow. I know, overthinking the little 2.5 by 3.5 inch cotton candy painting, but here we are. And I'm going to go up the sides just a little bit as well. That's the beauty of like the black and white pens. They can go over one another if you just change your mind later. It's all good. And now I'm going into the cotton candy. You might think you've lost your mind, and that is possible, but just putting some black underneath those darker pink spots just because I feel like it. You do not have to do that, okay? Okay, I'm done fussing with it. I'm calling it good, and I'm ready to sign it. I hope you're able to do some practice pieces this week and just have fun with this. I know several of you have shared with me that you're really enjoying this pace that we're doing, one a week, because you can practice more, first of all, and then also if you can't get to it on Tuesday, you can do it any day that works for you and you don't feel like you're getting behind. So I hope many of you are feeling that same way. All right, let me know if you give this a try. Remember, you can post this in our community tab here on YouTube. You don't have to join anything or buy anything. It's all free. So hope to see your paintings soon. And until next time, take good care.